Gotta do the intro. Jeez. What's good, y'all? Riley Beats here, and today we're back with another episode of Melody Mondays. And for this episode of Melody Mondays, we're gonna be talking about how to make soul samples for J. Cole. If you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And let's get right into it. So pretty much, here's the melody. Let's break it down. Pretty much, I found this soulful vocal. You can find vocals on literally anywhere. You can find them on Arcade, you could find them on Looperman, you could find them on Splice, etc. And so once you have a vocal you like, you can just come in here into the sampler, right click, and press open in new Fruity Slicer channel. What this will do is it will open up Fruity Slicer, and the first thing you want to do is you want to come over to this tool here and press cut on beat. So you just press the beat button here. Something else you may want to do is just pitch shift it up or down. I pitch shifted mine up 400 cents. And then you'll also want to increase the attack and decay just a little bit. This will add a bit of bounce. From there you can just play notes and it'll play a beat of the sample at a time. And so here's what mine sounds like. So from here you'll want to take a piano or some kind of keyed instrument, and pretty much you just want to find some notes that work. So start off with some bass notes and just find bass notes that work with the vocal sample that you just chopped up. And so for this last note here, I use the 7th, and 7ths in major chords are oftentimes the diminished chord, and the diminished chord transitions really well back into the first chord here, so it'll go back in here really nicely. So then from there you can just take your bass notes and turn that into chords you like. I tried to keep some of my chords a bit more dense just to fill up a bit more space, and oftentimes these kinds of melodies will have denser chords. And then from there, you'll just want to add some filler notes, make the chords transition a little bit better, smoothen some things up, add a little bit more pizzazz to everything pretty much. As for effects on the piano, you'll want to use something to make the piano sound like it's coming from a cassette player, a vinyl, or a VHS. A good tool for this would be Isotope Vinyl, which I think is free. RC20 is another great tool, and there's a lot more out there. Next, you'll want to layer that piano melody that you just made with some kind of other keyed instrument. So I used an organ here, and you'll want to do this to fill up some frequency space and also just give it a warmer feel overall. Then you'll want to add a bass, and you can pretty much just copy the bass notes of the piano for this. And I definitely recommend you use an acoustic bass, like a slap bass or just something that's acoustic. And for the last little bit, you'll want to do a bit more layering. So I layered some of the notes with strings just to kind of flesh out the high end, because I felt like there was a little bit of high end missing from everything. And I pretty much just followed certain chord notes. So for instance, here I followed the bass note, same with here and here. And for here, I followed what kind of sounded best to me. As for effects for that, you'll want to kind of do the same thing as the piano, give it an old-timey feel. So I use the VHS preset from RC20 for most of my instruments. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. That's been another episode of Melody Mondays. I hope to see you again next Monday, and peace.